probably the makeup brand that I have used the longest. I remember being in high school and not having a lot of money. I cannot believe how much their formulas and the products that they have come out with are so amazing. Now, the first product I'm going to talk about is actually a product that I have been using for years. Hi everyone, welcome, and I hope your day is going well. So today I'm going to be sharing with you my top 5 favorite products from my top 5 favorite brands. Now this video is inspired by the one that Risa Does Makeup did. And I did do a little research right before I started taping this video, and I saw that Michelle Wong might have been the first one to have done this type of video a few months back. But do please let me know in the comments if I am wrong. I do want to make sure I am giving credit to the person who did come up with this idea. However, I will have both Risa Does Makeup and Michelle Wong's videos linked in the description box down below. So if you want to check them out, that is where you'll be able to find them. Now, before we get into today's video, if you have not done so yet, which I don't see why you wouldn't, make sure to hit that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're notified each time I upload a new video. Now, without further ado, let's get into today's video. So I am going to be going through each brand in no particular order. It's just basically whatever I have closest to me, and that's how I'm going to go. And as always, I will provide the links to all the products that I will be talking about today in the description box down below. So if you want to learn more about them, that is where you'll be able to find it. So the first brand I'm going to talk about is, yes, Tarte. Now, I did not know this until I was researching today's video, but Tarte is actually a female-founded company. So I'm like even more in love with this brand than I was before. So I got introduced to Tarte with, probably like most of you, with their Tape Shape Concealer. Now, this was named Allure's 2021 Reader's Choice Award winner for concealer. I actually did a whole video on all of the Reader's Choice Award winners. So if you want to check that out, I'll have it linked in the description box down below. But I do love the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. For someone who has struggled with dark under eye circles pretty much her whole life, this has become a lifesaver. It is high coverage concealer. But I will say it is on the more dry end. But I do make sure I hydrate my under eye area. And another tip is making sure to not apply a lot. You do not need a lot of this product. It blends out beautifully. Like a little goes a long way. You do not need to do the whole triangle with this concealer underneath your eye. With this concealer, most of the time I will just apply a little dot on the inner corner, and that is it. That is actually what I did today for my under eye area, is I just applied 2 little dots right here, and then I blended it out. And as you can see, I was able to cover up all right here with just 1 dot on each side. Now, the next product that I love from Tarte is actually their Shape Tape Setting Powder. This is actually a product that I love to use, especially in the summertime. It's formulated with Amazonian clay, so that means it's going to soak up any excess oil you may have. It also has vitamin C to brighten and mineral pigments to blur and give you that flawless looking skin. This is a loose powder. It does come with a puff, so you can do touch-ups throughout the day. Now, I do know that a lot of people don't like the sifter type of material on the top. I do believe you can like cut it open and it will be fine that way. I actually like the sifter because it makes sure that I do not apply too much powder. I personally have combination skin, so when it comes to powder, I have to be very careful I love powder in certain areas to help with the oil, but powder in other areas can really dry out my skin and like really enhance my pores and my texture, and we don't want that. This really does help make sure that my makeup lasts longer throughout the day. I actually like to use this in my under eye area to set my concealer. It just looks so smooth and flawless, and I love it. Another product that I love is the Tartelette Amazonian Clay Matte Palette. I just think that this is the perfect neutral matte palette. Because they are formulated with Amazonian clay, they will last all day long. They're super easy to blend. They are buildable, so you can easily do in this palette a beautiful natural light day look, or you can go and do a very dramatic night look with this palette. This is probably my favorite matte neutral palette, and it's probably the reason why I am still holding on to it. I've had other neutral palettes, and this is just one that has a consistent in my makeup collection. It has survived numerous declutters, and it's still here, and it's still in amazing shape. I'm actually wearing it today. I used Natural Beauty as my transition shade, and then in the outer corner I used Best Friend and Dreamer, and then I went and applied Supermom on the lid, and I applied another product that I will be talking about later on as the highlight. But that was basically the base of the eye look, was this palette, and I am loving today's eye look. Another staple in my collection is the Man-Eater Mascara. This was actually a Allure 2020 Best of Beauty Award winner for drama. The editors, I will have to say, picked a very great mascara for that. As you can see, the bristles are going to help give you that volume and length, and that is definitely what you get with this mascara. What I love is that the bristles make it easy to be able to get every lash on the top and lower lash line. I have tiny little lashes on my lower lash line. So when I go in like with a very big volumizing mascara wand, a lot of times I end up getting it all over the place. With this one, I don't have to worry about that because the bristles are so small. This is actually the mascara I am wearing today. And as you can see, it just goes perfect with the eye look I created. I'm obsessed. Now, my last favorite Tarte product is actually a surprise because I typically don't like these type of products. And that is their Sugar Rush Lip Sip Lip Oil. I love the way that lip oils give you that shiny look, but the ones that I have tried, they were always like super heavy. This one is not. It goes on the lips so smoothly, and it doesn't feel heavy on the lips at all. I did have another lip gloss on, but let's just add a little lip oil to that. It really helps hydrate your lips with the jojoba oil, the hazel, and the sunflower seed oil. So it does do everything that you want from a lip oil, except it doesn't have that heavy feeling like a lot of other lip oils that at least I have tried do. So I just love this. Now the next brand I'm going to talk about is Avon. Yes, of course I was going to talk about Avon. I would not be where I am today without Avon. Me becoming an independent sales representative for Avon is what sparked my passion and my love for all things beauty. So, of course, I am going to celebrate my favorites from Avon. Starting off with the product that I have been talking about incessantly, and that is the Magix Blur Oil Control Priming Balm. This is probably one of my favorite finds of 2021 thus far. I am so happy that I tried this out and that Avon came out with this, especially right before summer. This literally just came out a couple weeks ago. If you have oily skin, combination skin, you are going to want to try this out. So it does come with a little sponge, so you can take this with you throughout the day and do touch-ups as you need to. And what I love is that it goes on invisible. It is clear. You do not see it. And to be honest, when you apply it, you don't even feel it. It is that lightweight. The only way you can tell where it has been placed on your face is that that area is mattified. Now, when I first saw this, I will admit it did remind me a lot of the e.l.f. putty primers, and it actually got me really nervous because I really don't care for the e.l.f. putty primers, even the mattifying one. And I have to say, the e.l.f. putty primers, I think they are too slippery, too creamy. This one it feels like a balm. And like I said, because it does apply invisible, you can easily bring this with you wherever you go and touch up wherever you're struggling with oiliness on your skin, and it will instantly mattify and get rid of that excess oil without disturbing your makeup at all. I just love this product. The next product is the VDL Lumilayer Rosy Perfect Primer. Now, you can wear this under foundation, but I personally love to use this on its own. This is my go-to product when I am not wearing any foundation. This is what I will wear. It evens out my skin tone with the Trio Tone-Up Capsules in the Rosy Fine Pearls. So it's going to give you an even skin tone and a nice glow from within look. And what I also like is that it does have skincare ingredients as well. So it's going to moisturize and blur your pores. So on those natural, no makeup days, like this gives everything that I would want in my face base. This has everything in it. Now, when I do want to wear an Avon foundation, the one that I absolutely love, and it's actually one of my favorite foundations overall, and that is the Cashmere Complexion Longwear Foundation. It is a 24-hour wear foundation, and it gives a soft matte focus. I actually tend to wear this more in the fall and winter time. However, you can wear this all year round. It's also water resistant, and it's formulated with antioxidant botanical extracts, artichoke, and butterfly lavender. It's super lightweight, even though it is full coverage. Like, it's very lightweight. It blends so smoothly, and I just love the way my skin looks with this foundation. It doesn't enhance my pores. It doesn't settle into my fine lines and wrinkles. It's just gorgeous. Now, the next favorite of mine is, of course, the Wash Off Waterproof Mascara. This is by far my favorite waterproof mascara overall. And I have tried a lot of mascaras. There is one thing that I have been consistent in my love since I've been wearing makeup. It has been mascara. And this is by far the best waterproof mascara that I have ever used. It is super pigmented. It's a very dark black mascara. Once it's dried down, that's it. It's locked in for the day. I have been drenching in sweat. I've been in the pool. I've been in the ocean. I've had water balloon fights with my kids. And every time I've had this on, I never had any issues with my mascara or getting the raccoon eye or having it budge, flake, smudge, none of that. Now, what I love most of all about this product is that it is so easy to remove at the end of the night. Believe it or not, it is. All I need is my eye makeup remover, and I just rub it in with my makeup removing cloth, and it is off. It is super easy. So anytime that I know it's going to be a super hot day, or if I'm going to be near water, this is the only mascara that I will wear. Now, last but not least from Avon, I actually have to do the whole category, and that is their lipsticks. Avon lipsticks are well known, and I'm telling you, they are incredible quality. If you're someone that struggles with dry lips, or if you prefer a more hydrating formula, Avon lipsticks are the answer to your prayers. Even their matte lipsticks are super hydrating. I'm just going to swatch some of the shades I have, and that way you can see. This is their matte, and did you see just how smooth it went on? And it's so hydrating. So here are the lipsticks that I have. As you can tell, I'm into the neutral pinky tones. This is the one red that I have, but these are so hydrating. Like, you could see that they kind of got like that hydrating look to them. Every single one of them applies onto the lips so smoothly. It's just like applying butter to your lips. That's how smooth they are. I'm currently on a no lipstick buy thing right now because I have a lot of lipstick, and I'm telling you, the majority of them are from Avon. Now, the next brand I'm going to talk about is Urban Decay. Now, I did a full face of Urban Decay a couple months ago, and prior to that, I really had not tried too many of their products. I'm going to say this is one of the reasons why I love doing those one brand makeup tutorials, reviews, because in that video, I found some of my favorite products. Now, one of the products, as a result of that video, it is their brow blade. I had actually gotten a different brow product in that video, and I realized it was the wrong one. So after I did that video, I ended up returning it and getting the brow blade. And I am so happy that I returned it because I prefer this one so much more. It's a dual-ended product. On one side, it has the pencil where you can draw the shape and fill in your brow. And then on the other side, it has a very fine tip pen where you can get those hair-like strokes. I love that I am able to get both types of brow products that I use in one product. Now, this is waterproof, so this is going to last for a long time. And it gives you a natural brow look. Basically, like right here on my brows, they're still struggling to grow. I don't even know if they are going to actually ever grow. They're very sparse right here, but you can't tell. Like, my brows look like they are naturally full and fluffy. And that is because of this. This is what I used today. And then I just popped in my Anastasia Beverly Hills Clear Brow Gel to lock them in. This is one of my favorite brow products. Now, another product that I discovered in that video was their threesome face palette. Now, I had originally grabbed this for that video because it contains 3 products in one. The bronzer, the blush, and the highlighter. So I was trying to save some money. And I'm so happy I did because this is probably the only face palette that I actually like all 3 products. I have tried other face palettes, and I always would end up maybe falling in love or liking maybe 1, maybe 2 of the shades of that palette. But this one, I love all 3. I am actually wearing the bronzer today, and I'm wearing the highlighter in my brow bone and in my inner corner. Each of these are super lightweight. They go on so smoothly. It's like silk going on your skin. And because of that, they're so easy to blend, and you can build them up if you need to. It does contain antioxidants and anti-pollution ingredients, so it's good for your skin. It's long-lasting. This is like a perfect little palette for your everyday, quick little makeup looks that you need to do. I just love this palette. Now, the next product is actually the first Urban Decay product I've ever tried, and that is their anti-aging eyeshadow primer potion. I had actually grabbed this upon recommendation from Robert Welsh. He did a video, I believe it was last summer, on eyeshadow primer recommendations, and I decided to give it a try because I was struggling. I had fine lines on my eyelids, And I was struggling with having my eyeshadow not settling into those fine lines. So he had recommended this for those of us who have fine lines. And I have to say, ever since then, this is basically what I compare all other eyeshadow primers to. Like, they have to beat this or be equal to this for me to like it, is basically what I'm saying. I love that the applicator is flat, so it makes it easy to apply onto the lids. It goes on very smoothly. It's lightweight, like you literally can't feel it on your eyelids at all. It helps make your eyeshadow last longer, makes it easier to blend and work with. Now, another product that I have loved for a long time from Urban Decay is their 24/7 eyeliners. These go on so smoothly. I cannot believe how easy these are to work with. Every time I go to the store and I walk by their counter and see all the beautiful colors that they have available in this, I just want to buy them all. The only thing is they are more on the expensive end, and considering that I do update and change up my eyeliners every 3 months, I have actually put a limit on myself that I'm only allowed to have 2 Urban Decay eyeliners at a time. So right now I have the Bourbon, which is like a brown neutral, and this is actually what I am wearing on my lower lash line. And for a pop of color, I got Woodstock. This is probably the second or third time I've actually picked this up. You know me, I love my pink. So this is pretty much the only pink eyeliner that I use. There has been times where I've actually just applied this to my upper lash line and kind of like blended it out. And that was my eye look. This is such a beautiful pink and so fun to play with. Now, the last Urban Decay product that I absolutely love is another classic fave, and that is the All Nighter Setting Spray. Now, the one I'm actually currently using is the De-Slick one, which is the oil-free one. But just like the original, the mist applies so evenly onto the skin. It's not like a bam, like it shocks you in the face, or it's not like sporadic where it's like intense in one area. It's an even, nice spray. And what I like is that it soaks up into your skin so beautifully. Now, I'm not sure if the original has this, but I do know that this one does. It's called the temperature control technology. So basically, it controls the temperature of what your makeup is at. That way it helps ensure it's going to last all day. Hey, it works, so I'm all for it. Now, the next brand is Milani. So I'm going to be honest. My first impressions when looking at like the Milani products at the store, and even after trying a lot of their products, I will have to say Milani to me is like the more affordable version of Urban Decay. I've said it. I said it. I think Milani is the more affordable version of Urban Decay. And starting off with one of the reasons why I think that is their eyeshadow primer. I'm telling you, if you're looking for a dupe for the Urban Decay Primer Potion eyeshadow primer, this is it. The formula is so similar. It dries down invisible. This is actually designed for those who have oily eyelids. And for me, in the summertime, I tend to sweat a lot. And I have, as you know, I have combination skin. So I do get oily in this area. And this is what I use other than the Urban Decay Anti-Aging. This is the other eyeshadow primer that I consistently use. Their next product is their Conceal and Perfect Mattifying Powder. This is another product that I have been loving this summer. It glides on the skin so smoothly, and I actually only use this to mattify my T-zone and to set everything into place in my T-zone. It just makes my skin look just so smooth and flawless. This is actually what I am wearing today in my T-zone. And as you can see, it doesn't completely mattify it where it's like dull. You still have like that natural skin glowing effect to it, but it mattifies enough where someone like me who does not like the sensation of her skin feeling oily, this does it. Now, another favorite that I have been loving is the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer. So I had grabbed this a couple months ago to try out for a video, and since then I have been wearing this almost every day. I just love it. It just goes on the skin so smoothly. I am like in shock on how well it goes on the skin. And it doesn't enhance any texture or my pores or anything. And the shade is like the perfect, like natural, neutral, bronzy look. That is perfect for my everyday makeup looks. I love it. Now, another product that actually reminds me of Urban Decay, it is their Make It Last setting spray. Just like the Urban Decay, these lock in my makeup all day long. And I will have to say their sprays are very similar. Like they feel the same when I'm applying onto my skin. And these two also soak up into the skin very quickly. Now I have the original and the sunscreen one. The sunscreen one is the one that I carry around with me in my purse. And throughout the day, I am able to make sure that I am continually having sun protection without disturbing my makeup. And it actually gives like a boost, like it gives new life to my makeup. So if you're looking for an affordable option to apply sunscreen to your face throughout the day, I highly recommend trying out the Make It Last sunscreen setting spray. I will say though, it does have a sunscreeny scent to it. So those of you who are sensitive to scents, it does have that scent. I just want to let you know. It does go away like within a minute and you don't smell it at all. But when you first apply it, you do get that scent. I just want to let you know, just in case. Now, last but not least is their Keep It Full lip gloss. When I first tried these, I immediately thought of Fenty Gloss Bombs. Immediately thought of them. These remind me so much of Fenty Gloss Bomb lip glosses. I'm telling you, the formula is so similar. I'm not saying shade range is the same, but the formula is so similar. They glide on the lips so smoothly. So I have the shade Prismatic Peach. This is actually like my second one in the last year, and I'm already like almost out. I'm gonna have to replace it. And recently I picked up a new shade. I got the Pink Quartz. Of course, I had to get pink. And I love it because it's clear, but it's got like a little pinky tone to it. And this is actually what I had on my lips originally before applying the Tarte Oil one. This has been like my new go-to lip gloss shade that I've been wearing. And what I love about it, just like with the Fenty lip glosses, is that the formula is like, it's a thick lip gloss formula, but when you apply it onto the lips, it doesn't feel heavy or thick on the lips. It literally makes your lips feel plumper and juicier. Now, the last brand we're going to talk about today, it is e.l.f. Now, just like with Avon, I have to give e.l.f. a shout out because e.l.f. is probably the makeup brand that I have used the longest. I remember being in high school and not having a lot of money, and the makeup I would always go to was e.l.f., Wet n Wild as well. But e.l.f. and Wet n Wild were like the two brands that I would always go to first. Now, over the last couple of years, I will have to say e.l.f. has totally picked up their game, and they are at the same level, if not better, than many of the high-end name brands. I'm like in so much shock, and I am so proud on how far e.l.f. has come because I cannot believe how much their formulas and the products that they have come out with are so amazing. Now, the first product I'm going to talk about is actually a product that I have been using for years, and that is the No Budge Retractable Pencil. I love using this when I want to do a tight line. This is a very pigmented black, and what I love about it is that it's not going to move or budge, not going to smudge anywhere, it's not going anywhere. It is no budge. However, it goes on very smoothly. Obviously, when you're tight lining, you want it to be quick and easy, and you don't want any tugging happening. And I don't have to worry about that with this. Now, a new product that they have recently come out with is the Camo CC Cream. And as you can tell, I am almost out. I think I have like maybe one, maybe two more uses left of this. This is actually what I have on my base for today. And I will have to say, when I tried this, I was in shock. I could not believe the coverage of this. Normally, when you think of CC creams, you think of more of things like BB creams, scented moisturizers, like light coverage, looking more for like evening out the skin tone. But no, this bad boy is like a foundation. It does have SPF 30, and you can apply it just like you would a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer. It also contains hyaluronic acid, peptides, and niacinamide, as well as collagen. All of those skincare ingredients are amazing to have on your skin. I honestly think that this is the perfect everyday foundation. Another product that I think is great for everyday makeup is their new eye brightening concealers. Now, this is another product that I have been incessantly talking about lately. I mean, I did a shorts video with it. They were in my June favorites. They were in my beach day tutorial in my last video. Like, I'm constantly talking about this. And if you follow me over on Instagram, then you know that I am constantly listing this as a product that I am wearing. I love using this on my face to brighten up. And that is actually what I used this for today. I applied some here in between my brows and onto my nose and right above my lip and onto my chin. Now this has like a brush applicator and you have to click it. So when you click it and then you brush it onto the area you want to brighten, it goes on in a way where you're not going to be able to overdo it and add too much. I do think it's because of the applicator. The brush helps make sure that you're not going to over apply the concealer and get that cakey look. With something like this, you want it to be light on your skin. Now, though it is lightweight and it is more meant for brightening, it does have good coverage. And to be honest with you, I think that this is just as good as the new Fenty brightening concealer that just came out. You can totally see that in my shorts that I did where I did compared and contrast. Now the next favorite of mine is their Face Divos. I actually have to update these because these are getting, yeah. I actually got these when they first came out, and they've been through a lot this past year, so they're kind of rough, but I just love these. I actually keep these in my everyday makeup drawer because I love using these for like a natural monotone look. I'll actually apply these on my lid as well. I'll apply the blush as like my transition crease color, and then I'll put the highlighter on my lid. And then I'll actually do the blush and highlighter on my face to get that monotone look. Quick, simple, great way to do your makeup every day. They're blendable. They're easy to work with. I have the shades Watermelon, White Peach, and Pomegranate. I actually have White Peach on my lid. That is what I applied onto my lid, as well as right here. On top of my next favorite e.l.f. product, the last one I'm going to talk about today, and that is their Baked Highlighter. Now, this is actually a shock to me. And if you watched my Allures Reader's Choice Award winners, this is going to be a shock for you too, because that was the first time I actually tried this out. And I didn't like it because the formula I didn't think was easy to work with. It's not like the ones in the face duos or other highlighting powders that I enjoy, where it's like looser, and this is like more condensed. So I ended up trying this out in a couple different ways, and I found that by using a more condensed brush or using my dry beauty sponge, applying this is beautiful. And I honestly think this is my favorite more because of the shade rather than the formula. I mean, just look at that shade. Isn't that gorgeous? It is not like anything I have seen before. It is so unique. Peachy, but it's got like a pink and gold undertone to it. I'm like obsessed with it. This has been like my favorite highlighter that I have been wearing this summer. And it's actually what I applied onto my lids on top of the others and on top of my cheeks. That's how much I love it. I was like, I have to put it on my face today. Well, that is it. Those are my top 5 favorite products from my top 5 favorite brands. Now it's your turn. Do you love or maybe you hate some of the products I talked about today? What are your top 5 favorite brands? And what products do you love from those brands? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed today's video or videos like this, you can let me know by clicking that like button. And if you have not done so already, which, as I said earlier, I don't know why you would not have been, I welcome you to join us here on my channel by clicking that subscribe button and notification bell. That way you're notified each time I upload a new video. And as always, do let me know if there is anything you would like to see next. Is there a tutorial, a product review, another type of video like this? Just let me know in the comments down below, or you can feel free to reach out to me. All of my contact information is down below in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Until next time, remember, be kind to yourself and to others. Bye.